We've got the life here, and I'd like to introduce a friend of mine here. He is Captain, well, used to be Captain, Rupert Savage. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you as well. And you are with Pinmar, and you are the Chief Commercial Officer?
That's right. Yes, I've been in many different roles along the way, but that's my most current role now. So I look after the entire commercial side of the business and work hand in hand with Remy Milot, who's our CEO.
So tell me a little bit about Pinmar. I mean, I know that they have now gone on the the London Stock Exchange in 2017, and I also know, way back in about 2006 when I was here, they weren't even known as Pinmar, it was Rolling Stock. So can you take me through that history and how that small company has managed to become so large today?
Well, it's an interesting story. First off, there were actually both companies. There was Pinmar and Rolling Stock back in 2006. In fact, Pinmar was the ferocious competitor, you could say, of Rolling Stock. I moved ashore, having been a yacht captain for 16 years. I moved ashore to become general manager of Rolling Stock to support Mark Conyers and Bernadette Tiltman, who were the sort of two main owners of that business at the time. And they were looking for sort of an exit strategy, or Bernadette was. I then took over as managing director, CEO. We then joined forces with Pinmar a few years later, which was an interesting merging of the two companies, and we formed the Global Yachting Group. With that, then we realised obviously we had duplication of management, so we then went through a management buyout with the support of a company called Lonsdale Capital in London. And then a couple of years later we floated on the London Stock Exchange on AIM, which, if I'm honest, was never the trajectory we thought we would go in. And we're one of the very few companies in the yachting industry that is a PLC. With that comes benefits, negatives, challenges. But no, business. It's been a very interesting journey from two relatively small yacht painting companies. I mean, Pinmar started out here in Mallorca in the 70s. Rolling Stock as a paint company more started out I think in the late 80s, and we were the first sort of companies that were painting yachts under these cocoons that you see now. So we really sort of cornered that type of yacht painting where you could paint outside without the need of a shed. And obviously the yachts have got bigger and bigger. We've stretched our wings, had to go out into the wider market, into Europe. I mean, now Pinmar today, we're London based, but head office here in Mallorca, and we have offices and bases in France, in La Ciotat. Barcelona obviously is a major hub of ours, offices in Germany, in Holland and the UK, and in the States we're based in West Palm Beach, Savannah and Florida. So we're quite widely spread, but Mallorca is very much our home turf.
So let me ask you a contentious question. You knew I was going to, of course, right? What's going on with the Pinmar? I mean, it was the iconic thing on the calendar for every yachty on the face of the planet was the Pinmar golf tournament. What's going on? I mean, of course, we had this huge launch, and everyone was talking about, the next big thing that was going on. But of course, COVID kind of threw a little wrench into that.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
what's the plans?
Well, first of all, I mean, the main reason for deciding to end the era of the Pinmar Golf in the form that it was, we'd run 31 years, and we felt we'd really got everything we could. There was always an expectation of our clients in the industry that we were going to do something better and better every year, and I think I'm proud to say we did. But there comes a limit, and we just felt it was time for a change. No one certainly foresaw COVID coming along. So last year in October we were planning to run the first edition of the Pinmar Festival, which was something that was going to run in parallel with a business seminar, followed by a VIP party, and then into a full kind of music festival. I say music festival, it was a culinary festival, music festival, various entertainment, which was going to happen on the Saturday throughout the day, focus more on the sort of the VIPs up until mid-afternoon, and then slowly opening its doors to the wider yachty public, I should say, into the evening. So we were all set, we were about to book acts, we were getting quite excited about it, had a fantastic venue here, deposits paid, sponsorship pretty much signed up, and then COVID came along and put a stop to that. So what are we doing next? It's still very much our intention to carry on with that idea. We've decided already that this year's not the year for that. It's too soon. I don't think anyone's got the appetite to go bouncing around shoulder to shoulder. So I think the big focus is on October next year. And at the moment, I can't give you a 100% commitment, but we'll definitely be running something. But the plan is to run with the Pinmar Festival as originally launched last year or the year before.
Well, you heard it here, 2022, October or November?
It'll be in October, always similar time of year, after the Val de Saint-Tropez. It just ties in nicely after Monaco. Everyone's ready for end of season bash.
Well, and I think, wasn't there something said about you were going to have certain events in different locations, or is it all going to be in one location?
Yeah, very much the idea, the concept of this, because we wanted to create a more international industry event with great respect to all of our competitors and local companies that we're surrounded with. We've got amazing, as you know, amazing skills and companies on this island. We are an international company, and we wanted to make it more of an international event. So the idea is this is something we can relocate. We picked a venue, a lovely finca. There's nothing to say we couldn't find similar venues in other locations. So it is very much the intention that this is an event which could move into different locations. And then just finally on the golf. The golf in its original form is dead. But for us to run a golfing event in a different form is very much more focused at the more serious golfer is still something that we're looking into, and we've got some possibly exciting plans with that, but that's still a work in progress.
Yeah, because I do think that there are some of those hardcore golfers out there, also yachties, that are so mad that the Pinmar tournament is over. So that's good to hear, because those are the ones that are really serious about their golfing.
Yeah, but I think we have, we've got to appeal to other kind of interests as well. Golfing is a niche that is very popular with a certain type of person. I should say, be careful what I say, but no, it's an activity. I enjoy a game of golf once a year. It's probably not my favourite game, but on this island and other locations, you've got all sorts of outdoor activities: hiking, cycling, karting or motorsports racing. So we want to try and mix it up with some other activities that we might bolt onto the festival.
The only way that I ever got close to golfing was driving the golf cart, or the beer cart. I didn't do that very well either. Well, I mean, as we are at the Balearic Yacht Show, the virtual, we're live streaming. Whereabouts, if somebody wants to come down and check you guys out at the actual Palma Boat Show, do check them out at the Balearic, the virtual stand. If you are somewhere else in the world, if you are planning on coming down to the Palma Boat Show, where are you guys located?
So yeah, we're here represented in the show with our yacht chandlery and supply business. So Pinmar Yacht Supply is located down on the main wall. We've got a stand there. Louis Bestard and the team are heading that up. So if you're looking for anything related to the supply side, and of course any inquiries related to yacht painting, I think people generally know where to find us, and we'd be happy to help.
Wonderful. Well, thank you ever so much. And I have to say, they are doing such a great job down here today of making sure that all restrictions are in place. The one thing, I don't know if you noticed when you came in this morning, though, it takes you a little while to get through the gates.
Yeah, maybe they weren't expecting so many people, so that's that's representative of the fact that people are ready to come out. They could probably do with a couple more people at the entrance. There was a bit of a queue. I nearly missed the interview, but no, I think it's great to see people out and about. Everyone's well distanced. It's perfect weather for it. Hopefully that'll stay, and I wish them every success.
Wonderful. Well, once again, guys, thanks for tuning in. This has been Chief Commercial Officer Captain Rupert Savage. My name is Ria. I have been your host, and we'll be back shortly.